we're going to start to give our opinions on this. And unfortunately, I have to be pessimistic in this. And I wish, I wish, really wish that I could have hope that he's going to be found alive. But I think most of the indication right now is that he went down that embankment and somehow I believe he wound up in that river. This is a really sad situation. Um, I think that's probably what the Nashville police think too, but they got to keep working this case because I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong, but most of the evidence is pointing towards that fact. Professor Mike.
Billy, I'm a cynic and I have to agree with you. Everything points to that. Nothing points really to any other possibility. It's not like he's going to be turned up somewhere. No. I just pray for that family that they have the strength to get themselves through this ordeal, because we are all parents and I can't even imagine what they are going through at this time. This is like a parent's worst nightmare. So we should pray for that family and keep them in our prayers.
100%. Phil, your thoughts, your final thoughts.
My final thoughts are thoughts and prayers with Riley Strain and his family. It does not look good at this point. I agree with my two compadres, my fellow brothers in blue, that it doesn't look good at this point. I think we would all be overjoyed if he was found somewhere that he had fallen and someone took him into the home to try and give him first aid or whatever, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. A message to my two college-age children and their friends and all the kids that could be listening to this and the parents: stay together if you're going to be out drinking. Don't ever, ever leave your friends alone. Not only like in this case, it could be something like somebody trying to take advantage of you or a robbery or any of that thing of that nature. If you're drinking and driving, Uber, like Bill said it in the beginning, us as parents have enough to worry about. You guys got to do your part. Stay together. Use that buddy system. And Uber if you're going to be out drinking. Again, thoughts and prayers for the family of Riley Strain.
100%. Barbara Rosen. Clearly, he suffered a traumatic brain injury. He hit that pole extremely hard. Surely he's in the river. Hopefully, autopsy will uncover everything he ingested and determine the possibility of a traumatic brain injury. Thank you for those comments, Barbara. And as I said, I would really love to hear tomorrow that they found him and he's alive and he was in a hospital somewhere or something unidentified, but I don't think that's going to happen. And unfortunately, I think the potential that he went into that river is high, and
yes,
to find him anywhere else isn't. Apparently, the debit card wasn't used, so it could have fallen. He could have dropped it there. Someone could have taken it and saw all the publicity around it and just dumped it down that embankment. The Nashville police right now are handling this as a criminal matter and not as a missing person case. I would imagine there was a great deal of pressure for them to do that, and that's what they're doing at this point. And as Phil said earlier on, there's really not a great deal of difference between a special category missing person and a criminal investigation. The amount of resources on both of the incidences should be very high, and they should throw a lot of resources at this. Again, with this, they'll have to have aviation. They're going to have all kinds of marine.
Scuba.
Yes, scuba. You're going to have all kinds of boats out there on that river. And I believe it's the Cumberland River. And from the people in the chat, many are talking about how treacherous it is and the currents are ridiculously strong. Let's hope that, again, first of all, let's hope that they find Riley Strain alive. But let's hope there is some closure to this for the family, that there's no recovery or anything, alive or dead. We're hoping and praying for the family that occurs. I don't know what else to say, guys. And unfortunately, we being the police, the former police, we're not the police anymore. We've seen these cases before, and we comment on them from our experience. And if police work does anything to you, it makes you a realist, you know. And when you see a little shining light that there's hope, then you jump all over it. But when you see darkness and you're not seeing much light, you got to sort of call it as you see it. And unfortunately, 3 out of 3 of us on the show are seeing it that way. In fact, in the chat, Lieutenant Peter Pranzo sees it the same exact way. And Lieutenant Pete, thank you so much. Lieutenant Pete,
love you,
Harlem Raiders, a real true American hero. So guys, you know, say a prayer for the Strain family, and let's hope that the police come up with some leads in this that can bring closure to this family. Folks, thank you so much for listening tonight. I'm Bill Cannon from Police Off the Cuff. Have a great night, and God bless.
Stay safe, everyone.
One episode